स्टार्ट करिए. Hello.
Yes, yes, just start.
Yes. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Myself Sirisha Mandala. I am from Tax Buddy. Today we are going to discuss various exemptions under section 10. Before going into the topic, let me introduce myself. As you know, myself Sirisha Mandala. I am working with Tax Buddy since last 2 years as a tax expert and team lead. So let's continue with our topic. Our topic is regarding exemptions under section 10. The first one is one second. The first one is meaning. What is exemptions under section 10? Under section 10, there are different subsections that define what kind of income is exempted from tax. This can range from agriculture to house rent allowances. The term exempt income refers to any income that a person gets or earns throughout the financial year is judged to be not taxable. So we'll discuss section 10 exemption. First one is agricultural income under section 10(1). Agricultural income earned by the taxpayer in India is exempted from tax. This is derived from agriculture activities, like any amount received from land which is used for agriculture purposes. So this amount is fully exempted from tax. So no need to pay any tax on that income earned by the any individual person. And next one is members' share in SGF under section 10(2). Any amount received out of the family income is exempted under this section. The income from SGF is already being taxable and tax cannot be levied more than one time on the same income. So this amount is also not taxable. Then next one, share of profit in partnership firm under section 10(2)(a). Share of profit received by a partner from a firm is exempted from the tax in the hands of partner. This exemption is limited only to share the profit and does not apply to interest on capital and remuneration received by the partner from the firm or LLP. The income from partnership firm is also already being taxable and tax cannot be levied more than one time on the same income. So this income is also not taxable under section 10(2)(a). Income received by non-resident of India under section 10 subsection 4. Income received by a non-resident of India from bonds or securities that the central government specified for exemptions are not taxable under this section. And next is leave travel concession. This leave travel concession covers under section 10 subsection 5. The amount paid by the employer for the travel made by the employee and his family can be climbed up to whichever is lesser from the following. First one is amount received by from the employer and or actual expenses incurred in respect. And next one is tax paid by government on royalty or fees for technical services under section 10 subsection 6(a). Any payment received from the government from providing any technical services is also exempted by the tax. And next one is allowances or perquisites paid outside India under section 10(7). Allowances and perquisites paid to government employees serving outside the India is also not taxable. Next one is death cum retirement gratuity under section 10 subsection 10. Any person who retires due to incapability or death as or after 1st April 1988 It is fully not taxable in case of central government employees. Members of civil service and local authority employees and for other employees, it is not taxable to the limit specified after satisfying some conditions. And the next one, commutation of pension under section 10 subsection 10A. Any lump sum amount in lieu of monthly pension received by an employee is fully not taxable. In case of central government employees, members of civil service, local authority employees, statutory corporation, defense services, etc. And for other employees, it is not taxable to the limit specified after satisfying some conditions. And the next one, leave encashment under section 10 AA. Any amount received for encashment for accumulated leave at the time of retirement or superannuation. It is fully taxable in case of government employees, and for other employees it is not taxable to the limit specified after satisfying some conditions. The next one is workman's retrenchment compensation under section 10(10)(b). Any amount received by a workman at the time of retrenchment under Industrial Act 1947. This amount is also not taxable. Compensation under Bhopal Gas Leak Disaster Act under section 10(10)(bb). A income arising out of or connected with the disaster for compensation or damages for any loss of life or personal injury. This amount is also not taxable. Compensation on disaster, section 10(10)(bc). Any amount received from the state as compensation for any disaster by an individual or his legal heirs. Payment under VRS. Under section 10(10)(c). If any employee receives compensation, whether in one go or in installments, on voluntary retirement or separation, this amount is not taxable under section 10(10)(c). Sum received under a life insurance policy under section 10(10)(d). Sum received under a life insurance policy on maturity include any sum allocated by way of bonus on such policy subject to certain exclusions. This amount is also not taxable. Payment of statutory provident fund or public provident fund under section 10(11). Interest credited to such funds in the hands of employee is not formed as part of income. So this amount is also not taxable. Payment of Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana under section 10(11)(a). Any payment made from a Sukanya Samriddhi account is exempted from the tax. Next one, payment recognized provident fund under section 10(12). The total balance due and has become payable to an employee participating in recognized provident fund. This amount is also not taxable. Next one is house rent allowances under section 13A. Under section 10(13)(a). The income can be deductible to extent mentioned in Rule 2A of Income Tax Act. Notified specified allowances under section 10(14). Any special allowances are provided to salaried people in order to help them pay for their children's education costs ₹100 per month per child up to maximum 2 children. So this amount is also not taxable under section 10(14). Interest on securities, section 10(15). Any income received from notified securities, bond or annuity. Income such as interest, premium on redemption and any other. This amount is also not taxable. Educational scholarship under section 10(16). Scholarship received to meet the cost of education. So this amount is also not taxable. Daily allowances to MP and MLA under section 1017. Any amount received as consistency allowances in case of MP and MLA. So this amount is also not taxable. Award and reward, public interest under section 17A. Any cash or cash equivalent award received from a central government or state government or local bodies are also not taxable under section 1017A. Pension to receiver of gallantry awards under section 1018. The receiver of such pension to the legal heirs of the deceased armed forces employees who has been received a gallantry award like Nahavir Chakra, Veer Chakra. So this amount is also now taxable. Family pension, widow or children of armed forces under section 1019. Family pension received from the family deceased armed forces personnel. So this amount is also now taxable. Income from palace of ex-ruler under section 1019A. The annual value of one palace processed by the ex-ruler of India state is not taxable, whereas the other places are taxable. Income of any resident of Ladakh district under section 1026A. Any income arising to a resident of Ladakh district from any sources within the district or from the outside India is not taxable. Next one. Income of Sikkimi under section 26 AAA. The income of Sikkimi individuals who is arising within the state of Sikkim or by the way of dividend or interest on security. This amount is not also not taxable. Dividend from domestic Indian company under section 34. If any individual get any dividend from any Indian company, then he is not liable to pay any tax on such dividend received. Only the company has to pay the dividend distribution under section 1150. So, thank you. Thank you, everyone.